go. Grab a block, grab strap. If you have strap, grab any props that you like. I'm going to take my block this morning and sit on it, actually, with my sit bones. I'm recording this in the morning, but you're probably watching this in the evening. For those of you that are here with Cal State San Marcos, I'm drinking my I Love Yoga coffee. All right, here we go. Get settled in. So, as always with yoga, we focus in on pranayama, focus in on breath. That's the main goal of yoga. If you're doing nothing else, bring your attention to your breath. This is your practice. You can always come to child's pose at any time. I'm going to try to do a little bit more of an active flow today. So just take it at your own pace. This is all levels. We will have modifications, so you can always modify how you need to. My thought today is about really focusing in on I'll read you the quote instead of me summarizing. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but we can always control what's going on inside, right? How we react to life is up to us. We can't control what happens on the outside, but we can control our reaction. And so that's my focus today, my thought today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. And if that resonates with you, the joy of yoga is getting on your mat and really just knowing that it starts with us, right? It's how we react to things. And getting on our yoga mat helps us to remind us of that. So settle in, shut your eyes. Let your hands rest gently on knees or thighs. Let your sit bones root, whether they are sitting on a bolster block or the mat. Just let them root gently into the ground. Let your spine get long, shoulders soft. Let your shoulders slide down your back. So creating space between your shoulders and your ears, long neck. If it feels good to just slightly tuck your chin towards your chest so your neck gets a little bit longer, feel free to try that. Not a deep chin to chest, but just a slight tuck. And then bring attention to breath. Notice the rise of the inhale, the fall of the exhale. Notice your breath. With each inhale, find a little more expansion. With each exhale, a little more softening. As we bring attention to breath, to pranayama. Knowing that we have control of what we do inside. We don't have control of the outside, right? We don't have control of what other people are going to do, but we have control of how we react. As we get centered here on our yoga mat, that resonates with you, we can bring our focus to that. If you'd like to set an intention for something else, feel free to do that silently to yourself. Let's take a nice cleansing breath. Nice long inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up from lower belly, all the way up to rib cage, to chest, to shoulders. Open mouth, sigh, exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Nice long inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Nice job, you guys. If your eyes are shut, open your eyes. Reach those arms up. And on your exhale, come down, twist to the right. We'll take 2 full breaths here. Finishing your exhale, come back to center, reach those arms up again. Exhale, twist to the other side. So if you took my class a few days ago, maybe last week, you might have known that I pulled a muscle in my lower back, and I'm still recovering from that. Take another inhale, reach those arms up. Interlace your fingers with the palms of your hands towards the sky. Nice long inhale, long exhale. And bring your hands behind your head. Take 2 more breaths here, gently pressing head into hand. So I will be modifying throughout class as I'm still recovering and just being a little bit more kind to my body as I breathe, send breath to the area of my body that needs a little more attention. As you finish your next exhale, reach those arms up again. And exhale, bring your hands down. Right hand finds the floor, left arm reaches up and over. Nice side stretch up and down that left side body. Gently spinning left ribcage towards the sky, the ceiling. One more breath. And inhale, reach back up. We'll go to the opposite side. So I'm just mentioning my situation so that you know if you have something going on with your body today. Be kind. Feel free to modify. Do what your body needs. Just bring attention and focus to ourselves, to our breath, to that place of healing. Bring that hand back down. Let's bring our hands behind us. Interlace your fingers. Root your knuckles up and away. And then maybe turn your gaze up towards the sky. Nice heart opener here. The word yoga means to unite, to balance the mind, the body, the spirit. Helps us to become centered so that we are able to react in a way to the outside stuff that goes on. That makes us more peaceful, joyful, as much as possible. Release your fingers, reach those arms up again. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down. If you're sitting on that bolster or block, take it out from under you. And if your legs are crossed, recross your legs the opposite way, the way that feels a little uncomfortable. Bring your hands to knees or thighs. We'll take a few heart circles. So inhale forward, exhale, start to circle backward. Just nice and easy with the breath. And start to circle the other way. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. If you have music you'd like to play, feel free to turn on some music. Keep one more cycle of breath here. Come back up to center. Let's bring our legs out like a V. If you can, just flex your feet. Gently let your heels press into the floor. Just a gentle forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, long spine. Exhale, gently fold forward. Peace fingers to big toes to the center of the floor, between your legs, whatever feels good. It's a very gentle fold forward. As you see, I'm not going down a lot. We'll take 2 more breaths. And then walk your hands back up. Let's bring that left foot in towards our right inner thigh. And we'll take that right hand, slide it down on the inside of your shin. Left hand's going to gently press on your opposite left leg so that you're pressing your sit bone into the floor. As you spin your left ribcage towards the sky, lift that left arm up and over. We'll take 3 breaths here. If you can imagine a sandbag gently pressing and resting on your left inner thigh and sit bone, rooting it into the floor as your left arm reaches up and over. 1 more breath. Nice job, you guys. Slowly rise. Let's switch sides. Just warming up, noticing how your body's feeling today. This time, left hand slides down your inner shin area. And you can give a gentle press with your hand on your right inner thigh. And then reach that arm up and over. So if you notice my left foot, it's active. My left heel is gently pressing into the floor, toes pointing towards my knee. Maybe your peace fingers grab hold of your big toe. And then gently spinning that right rib cage towards the ceiling, the sky. One more breath. And then inhale, come back up. Nice job, you guys. Let's find our way to hands and knees. Cat-cow. Nice, gentle movement with your breath. Inhaling, arching your back gaze, look forward, exhale, round. 3 cycles of breath. And then let's take our knees, spread them wide. Find your way to your first child's pose of class. Forehead rests on the floor. Fingers reach towards the front of the mat. Long line of energy all the way up your spine, your arms, your fingers. Hip bones root towards your heels. 2 more breaths. Then finishing your exhale, slide yourself back up. Bring your knees just a little bit closer together so they're underneath your hips. Walk your hands out. We're going to find puppy pose. This is a great stretch on your back. Gently let your heart melt, your shoulders melt, forehead to the mat or chin to the mat, your choice. Whatever feels better for you. 3 breaths. And finishing your exhale, just slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Reach that right foot back behind you. Curl your toes. Press your right heel into that imaginary wall. Belly button is engaged. Gently pressing towards your lower back. Lift that right leg up and then bring it over to the left. Let your toes find the floor. Look out over left shoulder. 2 breaths. Inhale, reach back up. Plant your foot behind your left foot. Left foot comes out like a kickstand. Right arm reaches up for modified side plank. Feel free to lift that right foot and leg. And breathe. If it's your option to grab hold of that right foot, feel free to do that. Just an option. Wherever you're at, release hand to foot if that's where you're at. Right hand and knee come back to the mat. Left foot reaches behind you. Curl your toes. 2 breaths. Say hello to your left calf. As you stretch it out, if you're a runner, this probably feels really good. If you're not, it might feel good as well. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, bring it over to the right. Look out over right shoulder. Working on ourselves today so that we have the balance, the peace, the mindfulness to react to whatever comes our way, right? And then lift that leg up, plant it behind your right foot, right toes come out like a kickstand, left arm reaches up, modified plank. Lift that left leg if that's your practice, maybe grab hold of your foot. Picking foot into hand. And then releasing, bringing hand and knee back to the mat. Take a round of cat-cow. We're going to find our way to our first down dog of class. Adjust your hands, maybe walk them forward, maybe a half a handprint. Curl your toes, lift your hips. 5 breaths, bicycle out your legs, sway your hips. Nice job, you guys. 2 more breaths. As you finish your exhale, come to your tippy toes, lift your heels, bend your knees. Step both feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, slide your hands halfway up your shins. Nice long spine, shoulders gently sliding down your back, gaze looking down. Exhale, fold forward. Slight bend of the knees. Inhale, rise as you reach your arms all the way up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to heart. All right. So we're going to start moving a little bit. I'm going to take my jacket off. Place it off to the side. All right. Standing at the front of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Hands interlaced behind you. Yoga Mudra. Gently hug shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, gently fold forward. Take about 3 breaths here. Nice, long inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. 1 more breath. And let your hands come down by your feet. Let your hands grab opposite elbows. Gently rock side to side. 2 more breaths. As you finish your exhale, plant your hands. Bend your knees. Walk your feet back to down dog. Take a breath. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Gently press left heel into the mat. As you bend your right knee, maybe rotate your right foot. 2 more breaths. Finishing your exhale, inhale. Square your hips. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it forward. Low lunge, left knee comes down, uncurl back toes. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Half splits, walking your hands back behind you or to the side of your right shin. Right heel gently pressing down, right toes pointing towards right knee. 2 breaths. Option is to grab blocks here if you'd like a little more height with your torso. All right, we're gonna stretch out beside our IT band here. So you're going to turn your entire leg over to the right. So your right pinky toe is reaching for the mat. 2 more breaths. And then bringing that leg back to center, we'll walk it back to our low lunge. Take a breath here, reaching your chest forward, shoulders sliding down the back. And then let's walk that right foot over to the right. Find your lizard pose. Right hand to the inside of right foot. Stay right here with blocks. Come to forearms. Find 5 breaths in a position that works for you. So I'm going to come to my forearms. I'm going to gently hug my right leg into right shoulder. So for a little more of a challenge today, I'm going to curl my back left toes, lift my back left knee. Keep breathing wherever you're at. As you finish your exhale, we're going to find our way back to our hands. So if you have blocks, place them off to the side. Plant your hands, right foot steps back. Inhale, plank pose. We're going to move through vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga, either knees down or full chaturanga as you hug arms into rib cage. And then inhale, lift head, chest, shoulders for cobra. Exhale, curl your toes down. 3 breaths. Nice job, you guys. Moving to the left side, left leg lifts. Stacking your hips, bending that knee, maybe rotating that left ankle. Right heel gently pressing into the mat. And then squaring your hips, inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low lunge, set yourself up. Uncurl back toes, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Find your half splits, maybe with blocks, maybe not. All right. So your left hip is sliding just a little bit back, right hip a little bit forward. We'll find that IT band stretch, turning the whole left leg over to the left. So you're not just turning the foot, do your best to turn the whole leg. You really feel that stretch up and down the outer part of your left thigh leg. Bring that leg back to center, walking hands back to low lunge. Take a breath. Preparing for lizard, left hand to the inside of left foot. Try to imitate whatever you did on the other side, if you can mimic that. If you need to do something different, move into the pose that works for you. 3 to 5 breaths. I'm going to curl my back toes, lift my back knee, just like I did on the other side. Gently hugging my left leg into left shoulder. Nice job, you guys. Let's take 2 more breaths here. As you finish your next exhale, we'll come back to the mat, hands to the mat, blocks off to the side. Find your way back to dog, your pace, your breath. From down dog, inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, arms hug into ribcage. Chest comes towards the floor. Inhale, cobra pose, or maybe up dog, lifting head, chest, shoulders, thighs, and hips. Curl your toes, down dog. 3 breaths. Nice job, you guys. All right, inhale to tippy toes, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna move through series B. So feet can be a little closer than hip distance. Bend your knees, Uttanasana chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms reach up. Inhale. Let's take 3 breaths here. Settle in. Your back left foot gently pressing into the mat. Long torso, shoulders soft, sliding down the back. As you finish your exhale, take another inhale, lengthen through the fingers. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot steps back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, warrior 1. Inhale, rise. Reach those arms up. Exhale, shoulders soften down your back. 2 breaths. Long torso, strong legs. Nice job, you guys. Hips squared forward, shoulders squared forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot steps back. If you'd like to skip vinyasa, feel free. Otherwise, inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, everybody, 5 breaths in dog or 5 breaths in child. Your choice. Take 1 more breath, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Coming back to your dog pose. All right. Inhale to tippy toes. Lift those heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend those knees, Utkatasana, chair pose, 5 breaths. Lean back on your heels, maybe lift your toes, hug into your core. Sit down a little bit more, 2 more breaths. Take an inhale, exhale, push the ground away as you come to standing. Nice job, you guys. Take a breath. All right, we're gonna move into a few warrior poses. From here, coming to the front of your mat, we'll step left foot back. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment, arms reach out. Looking out over right fingers, take a breath. Right knee gently pressing towards right pinky toe. Take an inhale, reach up, let your palms of your hands press together. You can straighten that front leg. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend that right leg again, arms reach out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more times. Let your breath be your guide. This time, right palm faces towards the sky. Inhale, gently reach forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Let's take 2 to 3 breaths here. Settle in. Maybe your left hand slides down your back leg. Maybe it comes around to your right hip crease. As you finish your exhale, come back to your warrior pose. We'll find side angle. Left rib cage gently spinning towards the sky as you have strong legs. Inhale back to warrior 2. And then we're going to bring hands to hips. Slide your back foot forward. 1 footprint, straighten your front leg. Triangle pose, arms reach out, right arm reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to right shin, left arm reaching up. So I like to pretend and imagine that I'm a piece of toast here as I'm putting myself into a toaster, pop-up toaster oven, right? So my shoulders are gently hugging towards that imaginary wall. Same with hips. Gaze can look forward, it can look up, it can look down. How does your neck feel today? Similar space between the right torso and the left torso. 1 more breath. All right, inhale, rise. We're gonna reverse our triangle. Left hand slides down your back leg. And then bend into that front knee. Come back to warrior 2, right where we started. Hands to hips, turn that front foot forward. And then we're gonna find warrior 2, opposite side, left side. Arms reach out. Inhale, reach those arms up, palms press together. Exhale, warrior 2. 3 more times, your pace. Be nice and open with the breath. 1 more. All right, reversing our warrior. You know where you're going. Take a few breaths here. Maybe back hand comes to front hip crease. Bend a little bit more into that front knee. 1 more breath. Inhale back to warrior 2. Find your side angle. Whatever that looks like for you. Both sides may be completely different. Notice that back foot gently pressing into the mat with your pinky toe edge. Strong core, 1 more breath. Inhale back to your warrior. Hands to hips, back foot comes forward, 1 footprint. As you straighten that front leg, inhale, arms reach out, exhale, triangle. And 2 to 3 breaths here. Let your head find that position that works for your neck as you imagine yourself as that piece of toast popping into that post-toaster oven. 1 more breath. All right, we're gonna hug into the core as we rise. Reverse that triangle. Nice job, you guys. Bend into that left knee, back to your warrior, and hands to hips. We're gonna turn this left foot forward, so both toes pointing forward, slightly pigeon, bringing hands behind you. Interlace with your favorite thumb on top. Inhale, broaden your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. One vertebrae at a time. Nice job, you guys. Woo, 3 breaths. Feel free to find a cleansing breath here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. As you finish your exhale, hands come down to the floor, walking hands out, wide standing down dog. I love this pose. Heart melts, armpits melt, sit bones push up and back towards the sky. 2 breaths. Walking hands back underneath your heart. Inhale, hands to hips, pushing the ground away with your feet, hugging into core. Inhale, slowly come up 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice job, you guys. Turn your toes out for goddess pose. Bend those legs, hands slide down your thighs, and then rock side to side. Find your balance, find your center. Hands come together, interlace your fingers, root your palms away from you. Sit down a little bit more, 3 breaths. Knees gently pressing towards pinky toes. Long torso, long spine. Reach those arms up as you straighten your legs. Inhale. Exhale, hands down by your side. Heel toe your feet together. Shake out your legs. Nice job, you guys. All right. Feet a little more than hip distance apart. Malasana squat pose. Find a block if you need a block. And breathe 5 breaths. It's okay to find a block to use your props. All right, so for those of you that want a little more of a challenge, you can find your way to crow pose. For those of you that want to stay here, you can find a twist. Left hand can come out to the side, right arm reaches up. You can find a bind, move to the other side, same thing. If you're moving into crow, hands come out just a little bit as you gently puff your sit bones up towards the sky. So finding those chaturanga arms, your forearms, or your knees are going to come to your forearms or your armpits, whatever serves you. Gaze looking forward instead of down. If you look down, you might end up doing a somersault. As you find your way, maybe you play with lifting one toe and then the other foot. Maybe you play with just staying right here. Maybe you hop back into chaturanga, move through vinyasa. A few options. Your practice will give you about 3 more breaths. If you're in malasana still, take advantage of this time to focus in on breath, pranayama. All right, everybody will meet up in malasana. From malasana, we're going to bring our hands back to the floor. As you push your sit bones up towards the sky, turn your toes towards facing forward, peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, long spine, long arms. Exhale, bend your elbows, fold forward, head ragdoll. Nice job. 2 more breaths. Feel free to find a cleansing breath. And release those peace fingers from your toes. Heel toe your feet together. with a fist distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's find chair pose. Bend those knees. Utkatasana. 5 breaths. If it helps to lift your toes, lean back on your heels, feel free to go there. Notice your shoulders. Let them slide back and down, hugging into your midline, your core. 2 more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, find your way to standing. Come to your tippy toes. Lift up as much as you can. Long line of energy all the way up your legs, your torso, your arms, your fingers. Exhale, we're gonna come back down. Bend your knees, arms come behind you. Again, inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, back down. Reminds me of when I was young and learning how to ski. I feel like I'm on the top of a mountain getting ready to go off of a ski lift. All right, 2 more, your pace. 1 more. Nice job, you guys. All right, inhale to standing, hands palm to palm. Take a breath. Bring your hands down by your side, lift your arms up. Right hand wraps around your opposite wrist. Inhale, lengthen through your whole side body. Exhale, lean over to the right. 2 breaths. Inhale, back to center, switching arms. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands come down, feet hip distance apart, interlace fingers behind you, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, broaden through the shoulders. Exhale, Yoga Mudra. Hands come down, find opposite elbows, gently rock side to side. Nice job, you guys. All right, hands come down by your feet. Find your way back to down dog, walking feet back. Inhale, 2 hands and knees. Find your way to a forearm plank. Place my block off to the side so you can see my forearms, palms pressed together. So some people like to clasp their hands. I like to bring palms together because I want to squeeze through my midline here. I don't want to squeeze my hands. I want my hands to be nice and soft. Toes come to the mat as you lift your heels, gaze looking down, 10 breaths. Notice where you're hugging. Try to bring your hugging attention to your core, your midline. You can always bring knees down. Five more breaths. Belly button engaged, pushing towards your lower back. 3 more breaths. Let's find our way to child's pose. Bring your knees down. Walk your knees out to the side, toes touch. And 3 breaths in child. Walking your hands over to the right, find a gentle side twist. Left armpit melt, left sit bone roots towards your left heel. 3 breaths. And then walking hands back to center, over to the left, same thing. Nice job, you guys. Hands back to the mat as you walk your hands up. Find your way to seated. Oh, nice job. All right. Let's find our way to our sit bones. Finding reverse table or reverse plank. So I'll do reverse table first. Fingers behind you, fingers pointing towards your heels. Knees bent, lift your hips. Gaze looks up, head resting between your shoulders. 5 breaths, or 5 breaths in reverse plank. Straighten your legs, as you lift your hips up, toes pointing towards the floor. Keep breathing. 3 more breaths wherever you're at. Lift those hips up a little bit more. And slowly come down. Nice job, you guys. Hug knees into chest. Wrap your hands around your shins. Let your head fold forward. Take a breath. Let's find our way to our backs. If you have a block, keep it handy. Hug knees into chest. Take a few breaths, rocking side to side as you rock out your lower back, your sacrum. And then bringing feet to the mat. Find a block. If you don't have a block, you can find a bridge pose of your choice. You can place hands down, lift hips, or roll shoulders underneath. Otherwise, we're going to find supported bridge. Block comes underneath the sacrum. And hands down, palms facing up. Take 5 breaths. Nice job, you guys. Wherever you're at, if you're in supported bridge, it's really easy to simply lift your legs up towards the sky or legs up the wall. If you're not in supported bridge, and you might need to switch your block so it's flatter, a little bit easier on your sacrum. If you're in regular bridge, bring your feet back down or bring your sit bones back down to the mat. And simply plant your hands so your palms are facing down for support and lift your legs up. Okay? 5 more breaths. All right, wherever you're at, if you have a block underneath your sacrum, bring your feet back to the mat. Lift your hips up, take that block out from under. And let's find happy baby. Hands wrap around your feet, your shins, your thighs, knees hugging towards your armpits. Doing your best to keep your sacrum on the mat. If it feels good, you can rock side to side. If it doesn't, stay put and breathe. 3 more breaths. All right, let's bring our feet to the mat, but you're going to bring your feet to the width of your mat. So your right foot's all the way to the right, left all the way to the left. All right, let's just rock our knees over to the right and then back to center, over to the left. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice and easy. All right, next time you're over to the left, keep your legs where they're at. If you can, take your right foot, place it on top of your right thigh or knee. Bring your arms out to a T, look out over your right shoulder. Maybe you use this left hand to gently press on your left inner thigh. So if this is uncomfortable in any way, just find your way to a twist. Bring that right leg over left leg as you look out over right shoulder. You can even reach that right arm over your head for a deeper stretch up and down that right side body. 1 more breath. Nice job, you guys. All right, let's lift your knees back to center, over to the right. We're going to find that same thing on the right side, right foot on top of left thigh, looking out over left shoulder. Right hand can come to right inner thigh, gently pressing it towards the floor. So you're using your right foot to bring that left thigh towards the floor. If that doesn't feel good, find that twist of choice. 2 more breaths. Maybe left arm reaches up. Maybe right arm reaches up. 1 more breath. Wherever you're at, bring knees back to center and give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. Let's find our way to Shavasana. If there's any last pose your body is craving, feel free to find it. Maybe a shoulder stand, maybe another happy baby, maybe fish pose. Find what works if you are ready for Shavasana. Find your way to your back. Take a nice cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Sigh, exhale out the mouth. Let go. I'll let you know when to come back to awareness. Every single muscle in your body completely supported by the earth as you lay here in this resting pose. As you lay in Shavasana, feel free to stay as long as you wish. If you'd like to follow my cues, start to draw in a deeper breath, start to bring some gentle movement of fingers to toes. Reaching your arms up over your head, taking a nice stretch with your breath. And then hugging knees into chest as you roll over to your favorite side. Take a moment there. Using your hands to help you come back up to seated, nicely, softly, safely, gently coming to this place where you started class. Eyes gently shut. cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can control what goes on inside. Let's bring our hands palm to palm, Anjali Mudra. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Opening your eyes, namaste. Great rest of your week. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.